Okay, so welcome back, and now we're going to talk about Rose curves. So the Rose curves have these two forms. So we have r equals a cosine n theta, and we have r equals a sine n theta, and a is not equal to 0, of course. And so if n is even, then that implies that we're going to have 2 times the petals, 2 times n. So we'll have double n. That's going to tell us the number of petals. Okay. If n is odd, then we're just going to have n petals. Okay. So for example, in these two that I drew, here we have r a cosine n theta, where n is even. We're going to have something that looks like this. Okay. So again, cosine is symmetric with respect of all three of those things that we talked about before: the pole, the polar axis, and theta equal to pi over 2. Here, this would be an example of where a sine n times theta, where n is odd, we're going to have something looks like this, where we have an odd number of petals, right? Where we here, if n is even, we have an even number of petals, okay? But also it's going to be double whatever the whatever n is, if it's even. Okay, so we got to keep that in mind. And so we're going to go through the steps of solving this in the next example and showing you how we can use symmetry, using the maximum and the zeros, and using this to try to help us graph this thing. Okay? Okay, that's next.